In American legal and cultural debates, few figures have stirred as much controversy as Kim Davis, the former county clerk from Rowan County, Kentucky. She first made national headlines in 2015 when she refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples, defying a landmark Supreme Court ruling that guaranteed marriage equality across the United States. Now, years later, Davis is back in the spotlight as she pushes once again to challenge that very ruling, while her own personal life draws even sharper scrutiny.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Kimberly Jean Bailey Davis was born in September 1965 in Moorhead, Kentucky. Raised in Rowan County, she eventually followed in her mother's footsteps. Her mother, Jean W. Bailey, served as the county clerk for decades, and by 1991, Kim was already working as her chief deputy. When Bailey retired in 2014, Davis ran for office herself, narrowly winning the Democratic primary and then defeating her Republican opponent to become Rowan County's clerk. Her time in office, however, would be defined not by her administrative duties, but by one explosive moment in history. In June 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court issued its decision in Obergefell v. Hodges, legalizing same-sex marriage nationwide. While the ruling was celebrated by millions, Kim Davis openly resisted. That summer, she refused to grant marriage licenses to same-sex couples, even after a federal court ordered her to comply. Her defiance ultimately led to her being jailed for contempt of court in September 2015, transforming her into both a hero to some religious conservatives and a villain to advocates of equal rights. But behind Davis's fierce opposition to same-sex marriage lies a personal story riddled with irony. Davis has been married 4 times to 3 different men. Her first marriage, to Dwayne Allen Wallace, began in the 1980s when she was just 18. The couple divorced in 1994, and records later revealed that Davis had given birth to twins fathered by another man while still married. 2 years later, she married Joe Davis for the first time, only to divorce him a decade later in 2006. At age 40, she entered her third marriage to Thomas McIntyre, but the union lasted less than a year. By 2009, she returned to Joe Davis, remarrying him, and the two remain together today. Critics have not missed the glaring contradiction. A woman who speaks about the sanctity of marriage has herself struggled to maintain it. Even her own attorney once acknowledged that she had made a lot of mistakes in her earlier years, noting that she has since dedicated herself to her faith. Today, Kim Davis's name has resurfaced as her legal team petitions the Supreme Court to reconsider Obergefell. While her attorney is optimistic, many legal scholars believe the chances are slim. Experts point out that the court rarely grants review in such cases, and that overturning Obergefell would disrupt family law across the nation. With protections like the Respect for Marriage Act now in place, it remains unlikely that past same-sex marriages could be invalidated. Still, a reversal could open the door for states to once again deny marriage licenses to LGBTQ couples, creating a patchwork of laws that could throw families into chaos. As for public reaction, Davis continues to face backlash. Advocacy groups and legal experts highlight the hypocrisy of her crusade, with many pointing out that same-sex couples statistically divorce less than heterosexual couples. The Congressional Equality Caucus recently stated that marriage equality should not even be up for debate, let alone under threat from someone who once broke the law to deny others their rights. What comes next for Kim Davis now lies in the hands of the Supreme Court. While the odds of a full reversal remain slim, her case is a reminder that cultural battles over marriage equality are far from over. And for many, the sharp contrast between her personal history and her public fight remains one of the most striking stories in America's ongoing struggle over equal rights.